laugh too hard.
And here comes former Pure Power Wrestling heavyweight champion Sidney Steele. He may not be the champion any longer, but he is still quite a dangerous wrestler. Never to be taken lightly. He's very heavily decorated all across Western Canada. His pedigree speaks for itself. He's got a ton of experience. The only thing he doesn't have is a fan club, and I'm pretty sure that he really doesn't care. But Steele's set to take on THC tonight. And that's going to be a hell of an undertaking for Sidney Steele.
Tonight, right here in front of the undeserving people of Tabor, the fairy tale run of Travis Copeland
last month
comes
at the NMAX
to an unceremonious end.
Steele. Curtis to hold the ropes for him.
And his opponent, 41 years old and father of 3 from Fort McLeod, Alberta, Travis the Heat Copeland.
Travis Copeland now about to make his way to the ring. This guy is one of the toughest men I've ever met. Long-time fan favorite Travis Copeland now and making his way to ringside. He's got his work cut out for him with Sidney Steele as an opponent.
Multiple time Summer Sizzler tournament winner. The summer's over, the fall is here, but Travis the Heat Copeland wants to see the fall of Sidney Steele. We might see that here tonight live in Tabor.
Travis Copeland is on a hell of a roll. Like I just mentioned, he just came off a win against Chris Masters. The NMAX.
Chris Masters, also known as Chris Adonis, yes, Travis the Heat Copeland captured victory at the NMAX Center.
What a masterpiece. That was a hell of a matchup too. I mean, really.
Bring that belt!
We're all ecstatic for Travis Copeland. But he's giving away the power and size to Sidney Steele.
Sidney Steele, one of the best heavyweights in the game.
Oh, Sidney Steele's legit.
No, he calls himself big business for a reason. Sidney Steele, I think he's going to take care of business tonight here in Fort McLeod, Alberta, live for Small Town Beatdown. Bulldog, I'm excited. Second match of the night, and they are locking up.
They're locked up tight, too. Sidney Steele, though, able to push THC back into the corner. Steele is dedicated to gym workouts and weightlifting, and it shows, and it gives him a significant advantage in most of his matches.
Absolutely, and he's got one of the best minds in the business. He will figure out a way to win, even if he's at the wit's end. He's grasping at final straw. Sidney Steele is one of the most resourceful wrestlers in the world today.
That resourcefulness comes with a lot of experience. Here we go again, another Colorado tie. Steele. Oh, wait a second.
Hey, get him up!
THC drew Steele in at the last minute.
Sidney Steele taking some time. Good strategy, I think. I've seen this before.
I think THC just spanked Sidney Steele. Literally, not figuratively.
These two are starting with a lot of tension, and Sidney Steele taking the low road, but it was a road that paid off.
It did. Sidney Steele escapes or reverses. Down goes Sidney Steele. That's a clever move. Oh, see able to just pop his head right out. Now Copeland grabbing a standing side headlock of his own.
I think, he might have learned a thing or two about keeping those locks locked tight after facing off against the masterpiece, Chris Masters. Luckily, Travis Lee Copeland, as far as I remember, didn't really get pulled in the master lock. Joshua Kirby, on the other hand, wasn't so lucky.
Joshua was victimized by the master lock.
Victimized, brutalized, and looks like that's what Sidney Steele is trying to do to Travis Lee Copeland in here. He's also trying to embarrass him.
Well, that's what you get for giving him a little spank in the ball. Travis Copeland. Wow. Say he popped right up after that takedown.
Absolutely. It might be adrenaline taking over though, Bulldog.
Steele now probably for another takedown. See what kind of elevation he can get this time. Wait a second. Oh! Travis Copeland, the waist lock takedown of his own. That's how you do it in your face.
Oh, and he's cinching that headlock in. Looks like he might try to flip Sidney Steele here.
He's got really locked in. Now he's got try and see what this is.
Oh, and you just heard that scream from Sidney Steele. Like, he must have twisted the wrong nerve in that one.
Yeah, Steele is in a very uncomfortable position.
And those knees to that shoulder. Bulldog, if you've ever had a shoulder injury, it never feels the same. I do believe that Travis Copeland is really trying to work on that shoulder of Sidney Steele and possibly injure it.
I have had torn shoulder muscles and tendons and believe it limits your ability by about 75%.
Oh, that knee right in the center of the back, Bulldog. If Sidney Steele was standing, that would have probably brought him right to the ground.
But what that's doing is putting all kinds of pressure on the shoulder joint and the elbow joint of Sidney Steele. And Travis Copeland really knows how to manipulate the human body. That's a simple hammer lock, but he's coming close to dislocating someone's shoulder, I'm sure. That someone is Sidney Steele.
That someone is Sidney Steele from the mean streets of Halifax, Nova Scotia. He's toured the world. He's done everything there is to do in the world of wrestling. And now he's just proving points left, right, and center. Of course, I'm saying this as Travis Lee Copeland tosses him around the ring. So maybe I could have chose a better time to review the accolades of Sidney Steele. But either way, both very impressive men in that ring.
Travis Copeland has his hands full with Sidney Steele, but he is managing quite an offensive flurry at the moment. I say at the moment because at any given second, Sidney Steele can turn the tides of any wrestling match. He is one tough son of a gun.
You almost swore there, Bulldog. You're trying to get us off the air?
Oh no, I realize I gotta censor myself now.
Thank you for inviting us into your homes, by the way. Thank you, however you're consuming this product. Thank you for supporting local wrestling.
And extremely good wrestling.
And extremely good wrestling. We got two of the best in that ring. Oh, and a huge overcast blockbuster neck breaker.
Ref Curtis with a 2 count. THC is on fire.
Did you see how fast Sidney Steele got up? I think he was afraid to get any more damage done to him by the hands of Travis Lee Copeland. And that will slow anyone's momentum down.
There's nothing illegal about that whatsoever. But for some reason, it just seems a little bit cheap to me to get those tights and whip him into the ropes.
You're saying you've never done that before, Bulldog?
Back in the ring.
To be fair, I did see Tyler Knox try to pull that move on you when you squared off at the Impact Center.
Tyler Knox was supposed to be my opponent. As it turned out, it was a 2-on-1. Tyler Knox and Josh Kirby against myself.
And now Tyler Knox is the Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Bulldog, I think you might have gave him a bit of a rub there. That might be your fault that he's champion in a weird, strange string of events.
No. It's not my fault that he managed to cheat his way to a title. I can't take credit for it. I cheated my way to my own titles.
Okay. As long as they were your own titles. Back in the ring, I'm sure Sidney Steele wants to get his Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Championship back.
I'm pretty sure he's always in the running for a title, either title.
Absolutely. He tried winning the Pure Power Wrestling Championship. Dewey Robinson still a great fighting champion there.
Watch this now. Sidney Steele loves this stalling suplex. And he can hold a guy up there for quite a while. See THC struggling, trying to...
THC's legs look like he was a dog that was dreaming, kicking and trying to run.
He was trying to knock Sidney Steele off balance, but Steele just a bit too powerful. Just a 2 count. Sidney Steele's going to have to do a lot more damage to THC if he plans on keeping his shoulders down for a 3 count.
Travis Copeland, one of those tenacious individuals. He will stay in that ring as long as it takes to secure a victory.
Yeah, I don't know how he manages to absorb so much punishment in some of his matches and still keep fighting.
I think it's because he's a father of 3. His kids must be just as big as an opponent as the wrestlers in the ring sometimes.
Yeah, kids can be a handful, believe me. Steele, though, just used a handful of hair again.
Yeah, I think I see some strands of hair hanging from the fingertips of Sidney Steele, and all I can say to that is, ew.
That was a well-placed boot. Right to the side of the head of THC. Wait now.
There's that headlock, and the alligator rolled Travis the Heat Copeland out of the ring, and now he's setting him up on the apron.
Steele has something in mind. Watch this, Harley. Oh!
What's it like to get kicked in the side of the head or even possibly the ear, Bulldog?
Dude, I've been kicked in the head several times, and every time it absolutely sucks. That's the only way I could put it. It's not a fun idea to get kicked in the head by anyone. Oh!
A beautiful springboard leg drop from Sidney Steele.
What an athletic maneuver for a heavyweight.
It's big business, and business is good.
Oh, no, sir.
Sidney Steele, a little bit shocked by that. And I think he should have tried to make the cover a little bit faster.
Well, Travis Copeland is a little bit tougher than Sidney Steele, give him credit for it, I think. But we've seen Travis Copeland in some all-out wars. He's walked away with his hand raised in victory.
Always finds a way to scratch and claw his way to the top.
Yeah, one way or another, Travis Copeland, he's got that fight and that heart. That true grit. Oh!
The power of Sidney Steele.
Sidney Steele has that true power.
Oh, he just slams him down. You've seen that move before, and it's just always so devastating. It's always so matter of fact.
You know something, Travis?
You know them as hard as you can onto their back.
Yeah, it's a good way to drive the air out of somebody's lungs. Oh! THC, the toughness in this guy, the resilience.
Slapped the taste out of his mouth.
Follows it up with a right and another right. THC.
Overhand. Oh! Steele dropping the throat.
Steele now looks like he's looking for maybe a DD or a pile driver rather. Oh, look out, Harley! If Steele nails this, even THC, I gotta give him credit where credit's due, but I don't. Oh! It doesn't look like we're going to find out whether or not THC could have kicked out of the pile driver, because here comes a springboard over the top.
Over the top. Yeah, Sidney Steele, if you hit that pile driver, that's the move that sent Cowboy Grin Watts to the hospital.
Yeah, that's not a friendly pile driver at all. Watch this now, GHC off the rope, looking for that suicide dive.
And he flies, Bulldog. Nobody gets higher than THC.
Nobody gets higher than THC is correct. And now THC looking for, oh!
He kicks the back and kidney area of Sidney Steele. I think I saw a mark already form on the back there of Sidney Steele.
That's not going to help that mark form any worse. Watch this now. Missile drop kick. I love when THC does that.
Like a rocket.
Oh, Steele able to grab the bottom rope. Lucky for Steele because THC is gaining all kinds of momentum. Looking for that twist of fate. If he nails it, oh no. Steele managed to.
Sidney Steele backing out. Is he trying to get out of the ring? I think he might be trying to leave.
He's trying to create distance between himself and Travis Copeland for sure. Travis Copeland is thinking.
And he is sending him up and down.
Travis Copeland having his way with Sidney Steele. The fans are just loving it.
Oh, Sidney Steele is like a teeter-totter.
I got to admit, that was entertaining.
Seesaw Sidney Steele.
Travis Copeland. What can you say? Here we go. Steele now back in the hard way. Ow! More on his hip. That had to hurt. He gets up only to be greedy with a clothesline and a back elbow and a drop kick.
Bulldog, he's lighting up the Civic Center in Taber, Alberta, Canada.
THC on fire. Here it comes. He nails it.
Twist of
fate.
Could he be going for the 420 splash to follow it up?
Looks like he might, Harley. He's making his way to the outside. Sidney Steele, though, back on all fours. Oh,
and he crotches him on the top rope.
Steele just knocked Travis Copeland from his perch on the top rope in a horrendous way, shall we say.
Sorry, I tripped.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Going for that Fisherman's Buster suplex?
It looks like it. He's got THC balled up on his shoulder.
Oh! That could injure your neck. It could injure your spine. You might even take your own knee to your own face with that one.
Oh, my goodness.
Sidney Steele is proud of himself. He's happy.
Well, he should be. That is a serious impact, high impact maneuver.
I can't believe he's still on his Bulldog. This just goes to the credit of THC. He just lasts forever in there.
They don't make him any tougher than THC. They really don't. I mean, most wrestlers would have been down for a 3 to 5 count, but THC managed to kick out.
Right hand. Oh, and I believe he might have just spit in the hand. That's used that to hit Travis Lee Cope.
That's exactly what it looked like to me.
Go, Travis!
Setting him up on the top there.
Well, he might be going for that muscle buster or whatever it was again.
Absolutely. Oh, maybe not. From a higher angle even. Sidney Steele is looking to end it right here.
He's looking for the superplex. THC able to fire back. Steele now looking for that superplex again, but THC hanging on.
Still blocking it.
What a battle of wills we have going on here. THC now using his free arm to pound on the back of Steele. But Steele refusing to let it. Oh!
I believe that was a huge headbutt from THC there.
It almost looked like Steele hit his own head on the mat when he fell backwards.
We could be seeing the 420
Oh!
split. Oh! What a frog splash.
The he got him! THC with a win over Sydney Steele.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, THC Travis, the Heat, Copeland.